Asafa Powell's recent heartfelt statements have stirred up a bit of a nonsense. I've heard everything. I've heard he's ungrateful. I've heard he's an idiot, the Jamaican parlance. But seriously, did Asafa Powell diss Jamaica? I mean, did he? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. You hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video each one today on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. And ready? Yep, good to go. Well, he's known as the Sub King. Sub 10 King, meaning he has ran more sub 10s and 100 meters than any other human being ever. And recently, he did a video a little after the sports day of his youngest son, who ran really, really well. I was going to show you the video, but it's in a previous video, so you can always go back and look at this. And the statements that Asafa Powell made has just sort of, a whole hornet's nest, bee's nest, wasp's nest. And I'm hearing everything. People cussing, people saying he's ungrateful and disrespect Jamaica. And if I'm to be honest, I was trying to avoid this topic. I mentioned it in a video, but I didn't want to go into depth. But seeing all these different opinions, I said, something, let me just give my 2 cents. Now first, let's take a look at the video, the edited version of the video that Asafa himself put out.
Guys, if the support system don't change, my kid's not running for Jamaica. Not running for Jamaica. Sorry to say that, but it's just facts, My wife is Canadian and Ghanaian, so there are options, I remember back in 2006, I was offered millions of US dollars to run for another country, and at the time I turned it down because I didn't know, it was very early, so I didn't know what the future hold. If I knew what I know now, I would have taken up that opportunity. So I love my country and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's business, it's my life, it's my future. If we don't have support, money makes the world go round, and everybody want more money every day. I don't want to be comfortable and live a good life. No athlete want to retire and go work a 9 to 5 or go sit down and struggling, wondering what's next. We all want to have a good life afterwards. Our money should work for us when we retire. Yeah, like I say, if the boys, if the system, if everything don't change, by the time these kids, if they are actually interested in sports, of course, and running and all that stuff, if everything don't change, none of them not running for free. None of them not going to run for free. I run for free my entire life. I run for Jamaica just country pride and all that stuff, just to wear the color and all that. I run for free for the country. Nothing. I've never gotten anything from the country. You know what I mean? So if all of that don't change, these kids not running for Jamaica.
So there you have it. Asafa's obviously speaking from the heart. And
introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
we have to respect that honesty. Now, Asafa Powell is truly one of the iconic figures of sprint, right? And to give this perspective depth, let's talk about some of the things you may or may not know. Let's talk about some of his achievements. Asafa Powell is one of the most iconic figures in sprinting history. Here are some of his greatest athletic accomplishments. I had to write it out. World records. Former 100-meter world record holder twice, Powell had the 100 meter. That should be Powell held the 100 meter record on 2 occasions. 9.77 seconds in Athens, Greece on June the 14th, 2005. 9.74 seconds in Italy on September the 9th, 2007. The 100-yard dash world record. He currently holds the world record for the 100-yard dash with a time of 9.09 seconds set in Ostrava, Czech Republic on May the 27th, 2010. Olympic Games, gold medal 4x100 meter relay in the 2016 Rio Olympics. World Championship, gold medal in the 4x100 meter relay at the 2009 Berlin World Championships and the 2015 Beijing World Championships. Silver medal 4x100 meter relay at the 2007 Osaka World Championships. Bronze medals, that should be bronze medals, 100 meter at the 2007 Osaka World Championships and 2009 Berlin World Championship. As I had stated before, sub-10 King Powell has broken the 10-second barrier in 100 meters an unprecedented 97 times as of September 2016, more than any other sprinter in history. Consistent performer, he consistently ranked among the world's top sprinters for over a decade. World Athletics Athlete of the Year, he was named IAAF World Athlete of the Year in 2006 or 2006. Jamaica national records. He has held the national records in the 100 meters and other sprint events. So Asafa Powell's longevity and consistent high-level performances have solidified his place as one of the greatest sprinters of all time. These numerous sub-10 second runs are a testament to his remarkable speed and consistency. Now people, before I give my 2 cents, we need to also understand what is his net worth. In other words, net worth meaning we are looking at what we believe Asafa Powell in totality could be worth financially. Now, based on available information, a reasonable estimate of Asafa's net worth would likely still be in the mid to high millions of US dollars. Considering his long and successful career, numerous endorsements, past and present, with brands like Nike, Ling Ning, Puma, and Lucozade, and his status as a global icon in track and field. Now, I did see a couple videos where they said it was 7 point something, but they gave no real clarification. They gave no proof of this. So this estimate, that it's almost like they put it out of a hat, and I'm not disrespecting them, but I needed some kind of proof, and I saw no proof. Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. So did Asafa Powell disrespect Jamaica? In short, no. How did he disrespect Jamaica? Let's look at it. I suspect what he was saying, and I think he said it pretty clearly. He said, after what happened, and people were happy to see how well his son did at that sports day, of course, talk would have arisen as to whether or not he would let the son would be a future athlete. And then he said, look, based on my personal experience, no, not unless things improve. Now, we have to understand that when, before I even get there, I have said repeatedly on this podcast, these videos for YouTube, I have said on Peter Lloyd World consistently that athletes in track and field are not paid. Some of the top athletes in Europe work in a regular 9-to-5 jobs because they're not making enough money. And I've said that I am grateful to Athos, and I'm extremely grateful to Grand Slam track, because finally athletes are being paid. Now, we may consider the monies that our athletes are making as a lot of money, but it is not by comparison to something like basketball or football or cricket or soccer. There's no kind of comparison. And I believe that when Asafa started his formal career representing Jamaica, it was even harder. There were less sponsorship, because let's face it, Jamaica is not the US, we are not Canada, we are not Germany, we're not China. So we are not a massive world economy with almost endless supplies of income, with world-beating companies like Google or Amazon or Palantir, more like Nvidia, etc. We're still, I wouldn't say we're a third world, because I absolutely resent that terminology. I believe it's a very, very questionable terminology. But we are not yet a a superpower in terms of economics. And I believe that when Asafa started his career in the early 2000s, it was even worse. It was even worse. At least of late, I am aware that the government has started an insurance policy for some of the athletes. I know that the current government has done it, and I know that I believe after Paris Olympic Games last year, several athletes they receive a little money, $500,000, 300,000, 400,000, which is all new, and this is really, really good. But the fact of the matter is, athletes today aren't really making money. Top 10 athletes are struggling to survive. That's just a fact, unless they're fortunate to be signed to a shoe company. And when Asafa started, it was even worse. So I believe his experience must have been very difficult. And of course, he's now a father. So he must say, boy, I don't want my pitney them go through what me go through. I don't want my children to go through what I went through. And I think what really offended people is that he said he wished he had taken the millions of dollars that was offered him at the very beginning of his career by other countries. Because, in other words, if he could make that decision knowing what he knows now, he would have done it. He also said that he was just proud to wear the colors, and that's why he ran. He ran for free. He never really made money. Now, I've heard other YouTubers that I respect make statements like, himself Jamaican people diss him. At no point did he say that in this video. He never said that. But I can tell all of you listening to the video that it's true. I've heard many of you diss him. Look, the same way people that disrespect Sharika now because she had one bad year. One. It's a thing with human beings. It's not even a Jamaican thing. It's a thing with people. If you're riding high and you just dip a little bit for 3 months, you're done. And everything is over. It is human nature. So I have heard people say, well, he couldn't bring it. He couldn't win a gold medal at Olympics or World Championships, etc., etc. And then, of course, people compare him to Usain Bolt, which is insanity because Usain Bolt is a freak of nature, people. Usain Bolt, Shelley, and Fraser Price are freaks of... I keep telling you that. They are not the norm. You cannot compare their careers to anybody else. You can't. The longevity of Shelley and Fraser Price and what she's achieved, and the fact that Usain Bolt holds both 120-meter world records and broke both several times over an illustrious career. They're not normal. The fact is what Asafa Powell has achieved for Jamaica is incredible. Man, 3 world records, twice in the 100 meters and still holds a 100-yard world record. So I think I understand what he's saying. He's basically, to me, what I hear is him saying as a father, I'm a pity them come suffer because I went through it. And all we know is that Asafa Powell parents weren't rich people, right? Then they tried to make the thing work. And like I said, it's not like he was signed to some major brand, etc. and he was making, oodles of money. I think he's done okay. But he ain't Usain. I mean, he's certainly not Messi. He's none of these. He's not making him no hundreds of millions of dollars anywhere. Secondarily, as I said, the man never said people in Jamaica diss him, but I am saying it. Many people diss him. Me hear it. Me see it on the channel. In person, people have disrespected him. I say, no, you can't say that about the man. The man had the man break world record in 100 meter twice. We are talking about, you can't say that. The man inspired Asafa Powell. Not Asafa. You see him. You see himself say that. But look, honestly, I get why some people are offended. Jamaicans pour a lot into their athletes. So to hear athletes say, boy, I wish me to take the millions of dollars. I get it. It's like a man step on your car. I get it. I understand why you take it personally. But in my opinion, the man is just expressing himself. Did he disrespect Jamaica? I am certain that some people are going to think that. I am absolutely certain that there are people who are going to say, yes, this man disrespected me. And they have that right. If you feel that way, you have that right. But on a personal level, I think Asafa has looked back at his career and he was happy with many things, but he just never made the money he thought he should have made. And let's be honest, that could have also been because of Asafa. Usain Bolt is worth $90 million based on estimates, US, because Usain Bolt had a great team of people around him. They marketed him extremely well, and of course, like I said, the man is a world record breaking machine. Maybe if Asafa had a great team around him, he would have done better than he has done. Maybe not as good as you're saying, but if his marketing was correct, Maybe he, so to some extent, he may be at fault. Now, as for him saying if things don't improve, I see the athletes that there's a lot more track clubs. I see younger athletes getting shoe deals, Clayton twins, etc. Very, very early, 16, 17, 18. Things are improving, Asafa. I have to say that to you. And the truth is who you are. It's great that you brought up this conversation. But I want to see you personally, Asafa Powell, weigh in and say, okay, these are the things that we need to see improve. Like I said, people that in Paris run and come back and get money. That is the first time I know of that happening. I don't know if it has happened before, but that's the first time I know of. And there's no insurance for the athletes. However, in terms of him taking the money, yeah, that hurt a little bit. But as a father myself, I can understand why he said that. We don't know Asafa Powell's finances right now. We estimate, we don't know what Asafa Powell is going through. We have no real clue, and we don't know what he went through to get to this point. Like I said, I don't think he had it easy. And like I said, at the point that the breakout happened in his career, there wasn't no whole money in a track and field. And we have seen many athletes, look at the great Merlin athlete in our early 40s leave and go represent somewhere else because of the money. So, there are a few things, did he disrespect us? I can understand why some people are hurt, but I don't think it was meant as disrespect. I think he raised a very important point. Because the fact is, and this is what I saw, is as if Asafa Powell is saying this, what about all the other athletes who have gone to the Olympics and done well, but they never rose to his caliber? What are they saying? Where are they at in their career? And on the other side of the coin, doesn't the athlete bear some responsibility in getting their career to the next level? But maybe what he's also saying is that it's hard to do that without proper support. I think things are improving. I think Asafa, by saying this, has raised a very important question that needs to be answered. And I think instead of us bashing him, we used to take the opportunity to say, all right, if he must say so, then what happened to the people who have not achieved as much as he has? What are they going through? But this, of course, is my 2 cents. So did he disrespect Jamaica? To me, no. Man just speaking truth. But you may believe otherwise. Now don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at prettyfire.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Consider joining our membership for Peter Lloyd World. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember your royals, kings and queens. Bless up!